All right, all right, all right. We have a lot of good stuff to talk about today. This week in movie news, our first bit of movie news, Matthew Lawrence has come out and saying that in the past, his agency that was representing him fired him because he refused to take his clothes off for an award-winning director. And now he didn't disclose what director this was, but he said he claimed that he would make him the next big Marvel superhero. A lot of people on the comment section are speculating that it's the ever disgusting Bryan Singer. What do you think about this? I mean,
it looks pretty different actually. It's very different. You know, it's like you haven't seen Matthew Lawrence in any movies, but
he was in Money Plane. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, he was in Money Plane. But one of the things about that was that there were, I guess, 4 Lawrence brothers that were in there. It was Jeffrey Lawrence.
I didn't know there was a Jeffrey Lawrence.
I don't know, but that or Lawrence. Matthew Lawrence.
Matthew Lawrence, and then there's Joey Lawrence.
Andy Lawrence.
Is that the other one? I don't know what the other one. But I remember they were on a short-lived sitcom called Brotherly Love, and then of course I know Matthew Lawrence from the great. It was like a like Power Rangers ripoff called Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. I love it. But not to get too off topic here.
Okay, too off topic.
I don't know. This just proves how disgusting Hollywood is. He brings up a good point in the interview. I believe it was on. I think he has a podcast of his own, and he was talking about how you don't hear too much about men, kind of getting that treatment in Hollywood. You always hear the female side. Of course, they get it, more often. But there's abuse going on the side of men as well. And, he's talking about his experience. So kudos to him, talking about that traumatic experience. And it just shows, how disgusting, like I said, Hollywood is. And that there's that awful, grossness lingering, underneath. And I'm glad a lot of it's been exposed. There's still a lot of work to do. But, I wonder if it'll ever come out who it is, but like I said,
I feel bad for Matthew Lawrence because he's a good actor and he's been acting in quite a few movies. But yeah, to see him as a Marvel hero, that'll be awesome.
I mean, that's not happening.
That'll be great.
But yeah, that's crazy that what happened. All right, our next bit of movie news. Let's move on. Moving on. Apparently, according to a Hollywood insider named Jeff Snyder, an actor named Harris Dickinson, he's known for his performance in Triangle of Sadness. He's apparently the front runner to play the new Superman. Now, this is all just hearsay and whatnot, but they say that he's in good standing to possibly play the next Superman. What do you think, just based off this image? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Does he seem like Superman?
We'll see, but he kind of has a Superman image. I mean, he kind of does, but let's not forget you got Christopher Reeves, who did the fantastic portrayal of Superman. He did the one where it was like 1, 2, 3 was not my favorite. 4th was actually really, really, really good. I highly recommend watching the 4th one.
4 doesn't get the love that the rest of them do. Well, the first 2 do. I actually really, enjoyed really Thermoman. What's his name? Nuclear Man. Thermoman is like a show. It's like a British comedy. Nuclear Man. I actually enjoyed that character a lot. I love the scene when Superman flies the Statue of Liberty back into place. That was epic. Anyway, not to get too off topic here. I don't know. I haven't seen anything that Harris Dickinson has done. Visually, I wouldn't peg him as the next Superman, but transformations can happen. I mean, look at the guy playing Adam Warlock. What's his name? I forget, but he was in We're the Millers. He's like that goofy, dorky neighbor kid, and he turned into a big buff superhero man. So anything can happen. Transformations can be done. So we'll wait and see. All right. Moving on, next bit of movie news. Jamie Foxx, still in the hospital for undisclosed health issue. He broke his silence, posting on his Instagram feed, saying that appreciate all the love, feeling blessed. A lot of people speculated that he might have had some strokes. I have no idea. Nothing official has been released yet, but all I can say is I wish him the best. I hope for a speedy recovery. What do you think?
I hope that he has a speedy recovery. I hope he acts in more movies. We wish him well. We wish him the best of recovery. We wish that he is healthy and getting better. But yeah, his films are tremendously awesome.
Oh yeah, icon. He's definitely an icon. Sadly, they had to replace him. He's on a game show. I think it's called like Beat Shazam or something like that. And not the superhero, but like the app, the music app, and they had to replace him. So I don't know. Hopefully, I mean, just he needs to focus on getting better, and we wish him a speedy recovery. All right, moving on. Next bit of movie news. Apparently, Kevin Costner, he's subject to some crazy rumors. He's on that show Yellowstone. Have you seen it? I haven't seen it. Oh, actually,
I've seen trailers of it and clips.
I've seen a little bit of it, and I was bored to fuck by it. But that's just my opinion. Not to get too off topic here. But apparently, he's going through a divorce right now. It was kind of sprung up on him. His wife served him the divorce papers or whatnot. He said he did not see it coming. He had no idea that there was any issues. And now, after these rumors surfaced, after this information came about, there had been rumors swirling around, fueled by this sudden divorce, that Kevin Costner got someone pregnant on set of Yellowstone. So
what?
Now they're saying that's a bunch of bullpucky.
It's a lot of nonsense.
Yeah. Sources close to Costner say that the latest bit of gossip surrounding the star is total BS and has been baselessly circulating online. I don't know. I think that's sad if it is rumors. People just kind of swarming in on him in a time of his crisis that he's dealing with. They're going to go and add on a bunch of other bullshit to his plate. I think that's lame. That's stupid.
I think this is nonsense because they didn't have their they didn't make it correct
get
when
the
they
facts right.
They didn't get the facts right, but they gotta print a word of it before they speculate.
Yeah.
Quote unquote.
Yeah. Fortunately, people speak their minds before doing their research and whatnot. When we talk about movie news, we try and let people know, hey, this is just rumorville. This is just speculation. This is just my opinion, man.
Exactly.
But then there's other people there that spread misinformation on purpose just for, shits and giggles and whatnot. And I don't like that. So hopefully everything's good with him and he gets through this craziness. He's seeking joint custody. He doesn't want a divorce, but I don't know. That's their business. I don't want to get too much into that.
I'm not either, but we hope Kevin Costner is doing all right.
Definitely. All right, next bit of movie news. David Lynch. Are you a David Lynch fan? Have you seen any David Lynch movie? Have you seen the original Dune? Didn't he do the original Dune?
I think he did.
I haven't seen too much of his stuff. I did see the original Dune. For any David Lynch fans out there, apparently they're doing a re-release of Inland Empire with Laura Dern. It was a 2006 movie. They're releasing it in a 4K master. No, that's great. So I love when they do 4K masters of movies, preserve them for the future and whatnot. So that's great for any David Lynch fans out there. All right, moving on. Next bit of movie news: The Little Mermaid. It's getting some big projections. It's they say it's going to equal the original 100. Sorry, I can't.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Apparently, it's going to match the first film, which made 111 million. So they're saying that it's on track to do just as good. So I don't know. What do you think? I'm tired of all these live action reimaginings, but I feel like the visuals in this are pretty good. Although I don't like the way they do the animals. I feel like they should make them more cartoonish. If you're going to do it,
I did actually a long time ago. I did see the cartoon version made in 1989 of The Little Mermaid, the cartoon, and I had no idea they were going to make a live-action Little Mermaid. I hope it does well.
Yeah.
I'm just, shocked that they're going to make a reboot of this, classic cartoon franchise.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I'm just, I hope it does well. Yeah,
Okay,
I just saw it, and speaking of that, I hope it does well.
I hope it's better than Pinocchio. That's all I'm going to say, because that was
I hope.
garbage. And that's sad because it was Robert Zemeckis directing, and one of my favorite directors of all time. But yeah, I mean, who knows? It's kind of up in the air. These movies have been performing, so. But Holly Bailey, she's up and coming, big star. So hopefully for her sake it does well. Not my cup of tea, these live action remakes, but I wish everyone the best that worked on it. Right, moving on. Next bit of movie news: Into the Spider-Verse. They released the runtime. Apparently, it's going to be one of the longest Spider-Man movies of all time, running at 2 hours and 20 minutes. That's amazing.
It's good, definitely but, not the. Are they gonna put like new villains like Tombstone or Kingpin or other villains?
I don't know what other villains are gonna be. I think they have that one like the Spot or something. I don't know.
The Spot Own.
Something like that. But yeah, it's definitely going to be one of the longer animated motion pictures. Usually they tend to be like under 2 hours. They keep them really short. They're more, tuned to the children. But this one's definitely going for the long haul. So it's gonna be interesting to see. The first one was great. Definitely want to see this next one. So we're looking forward to that. All right. Let's keep it rolling. Of course, they're doing Beetlejuice 2. Michael Keaton is set to reprise his role, and Danny Elfman. He actually has a comment about people saying that Michael Keaton's too old to be Beetlejuice.
Well, I gotta disagree on that because Michael Keaton is the perfect age to reprise his role as Beetlejuice. He is the perfect age to reprise his role as Bruce Wayne, also known as Batman.
Which we'll get into in a bit.
Oh, yeah.
But yes, Danny Elfman would agree with you. He's not too old to play Beetlejuice, and here's why. He said in a quote when he was talking with Deadline, he's not even going to look that much different. That's the beauty of Beetlejuice. The Beetlejuice makeup. He already looked like he was 150 in the first one. So, I mean, that's a great point. I mean, he's supposed to look crusty and decrepit. He
had those eyes that give away the character of Beetlejuice, Batman, other characters. He had those eyes that are like really, really haunting, but they're like really serious and like it's like, holy moly, that's the character.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I'm going to look forward to this one as well. It's great to see Keaton back in his iconic roles. I'm so excited about Batman returning in The Flash, the Michael Keaton Batman. All right, keep it rolling. Drew Barrymore, she was set to be the host of the MTV Movie and TV Awards. That is no more due to the writer's strike that's going down. She's supporting them by dropping out as host. What do you think about this whole writer's strike?
It's ridiculous. They had a writer's strike for other movies. They had a writer's strike for when Batman came out in 1989, which I thought was so ridiculous. Speaking of Drew Barrymore, she was actually on the Johnny Carson show, and she was like really, really young back then. This is some nostalgia stuff. This is really nostalgia because I think Drew Barrymore was like 8 or 7 or 6 at the time, but she was on the Johnny Carson show, and she was like, this was, I think, after she was in E.T. or before E.T. I am not sure, but for those of you who are Johnny Carson fans, I would highly recommend that you watch the show. It is really, really fun, really, really entertaining, and of course, that man is a legend.
Well, you're not wrong.
Yes, not to get too off topic here, but yes, Drew Barrymore was young at one point. For reference, check out E.T. Great movie, but this whole writer's strike. I do see their point. They do need to get paid more. It's definitely a changing climate with streaming and whatnot. I feel like they definitely need to get paid more. Without writers, you don't have any content. So a lot of people are saying, well, this is bull crap. They should, because they went on strike. Now a lot of people are going to lose out on a lot of money because there's a whole ecosystem that happens with these productions, and you have the caterers and the drivers and people who are going to lose out on money because they're not in production.
Very expensive.
But one can argue that that's not the writers' fault. It's the people who should have made a deal with the writers. It's like The writers are very essential to this whole ecosystem. They should have made a deal before it came to this, but we'll pull through. They'll pull through. Everything will get back to normal, hopefully soon, and then they'll get the money that they deserve. All right. Our last bit of movie news. Carrie Fisher, today, the day we're filming this, not the day we're releasing this, but today is May 4th. So may the 4th be with you, Star Wars Day.
Oh!
And Carrie Fisher is getting her posthumous star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. It's going to be received by her daughter, Billie Lourd. That is amazing. What do you think about that?
Oh, that's awesome. And not to get too off topic, but wasn't her daughter the CGI version of Princess Leia in Rogue One?
I don't think so. I think they got a separate person for that. But Billie Lourd was in the sequel trilogy. She played a character in there.
Oh.
Yeah. I can't remember the character's name, but she was in there.
I thought she was young Princess Leia.
I believe they got a different person.
I'm not sure.
I believe they got a different person to stand in for Princess Leia. Probably someone that matched more of a young Carrie Fisher at that time. But she was in Star Wars. Billie Lourd was in Star Wars. But yeah, it's great that she's getting a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Well deserved. Mark Hamill, he spoke at the ceremony. Don't have any quotes right now. I haven't had a chance. It just happened like this morning. So
this is so brilliant.
I haven't had a chance to pull anything up.
May the 4th is so appropriate for this occasion.
Yes.
For anyone who wants to watch Star Wars,
definitely. And then
May
tomorrow,
the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you. Tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo, and then after that, it's the Revenge of the 6th. All right. This brings a conclusion to This Week in Movie News.